Hi, it's Mr. Qualls, and I thought I would show you how to bisect a line segment, and then we talk about bisecting an angle. At any time when you see that I'm setting something up and I'm about to try something and you'd like to try it yourself before you see how I do it, just pause the video, and then I'll show you how to do it after you've attempted it yourself. So, what I'd like to do now is I'm going to just draw a line on this white paper that I've got in front of me. I'm going to draw a line segment. Doesn't matter how long it is, but let's just make this one 5 inches long, just so we can see if it really does bisect the line. And by bisect, what we mean is cut exactly in half. And I understand there's some shadows in the room right now. The next videos that I'll make, I'll try to keep the shadows off the paper, but I kind of wanted to post this one so we could get it online. So what I need to do is take the idea. What I'm going to do is use the idea of all points on a circle being equidistant from the center, and I'm going to use my compass. And all I need is a line that is going to be equidistant from each of these points, both sides. And imagine if I could make an isosceles triangle on either side of these, no matter how far or how small it might be, or how far away it extends. If I had an isosceles triangle on either side of this line, I could just draw a line between the 2 points that are away from the line, and it would cut the line directly in half. Okay? And I will show that right now. So what I'm going to do is I need to put my compass on the end point. The compass needs to be farther away, needs to be wider than half of the line's distance, otherwise when I go to mark the line, it won't be away from it. And I'm going to mark part of an arc that way and an arc over here. Then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. And I'm going to make sure that I'm on the point there and mark my lines again. Now, what I have is, in essence, those 2 points, or those 2 angles away from the line that would be on the top of those isosceles triangles that I spoke of earlier. And when I get back onto the paper, please, thank you, when I go to draw the line now, if I put my point here, and I line it up, and I draw my line through, I have perfectly bisected that line. And if you can zoom in on this, Sarah, if we look at it, this line is 3 inches long. 3 inches long. And we can see right there at the 1.5 inch mark, there's my bisecting line. Okay? So, let's look at a little different picture. If I was to draw 2 rays that went off from, if we went off 2 rays that went off from a common point, and I wanted to bisect that angle, like draw a line straight down the middle of that thing, how could I do it? If you think you can figure this out, this would be a good time to pause the video and then come back to see if you were right. This is complicated, but you can probably figure it out. Now, I'm going to do the same thing. I need a common point to draw on my angle, so I need a common point to look at from each of the rays, and this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to, thank you, I'm going to put my compass here at the bottom of the ray, or at the intersection of the 2 rays, and I'm going to mark 2 points that are equal distance away from the point at the back where the rays intersect. Then I'm going to take this, put it out here on the intersection where the ray intersects the point that I just made, and I'm going to draw an arc up there and an arc back here. Now, as you can see, it's right on the ray where the intersection is. Because I drew it from here, this radius is going to be the same as if I moved it out here and went back. Now I go to the other one, put that there. Try to be as careful as I can. And I'm going to mark it here. And then, of course, the other mark's going to be right back there. Now, what I have, in essence, again, is that triangle that I spoke of coming through here. And it's like an isosceles triangle out there. And if I draw a line from that point, straight back, where they intersect, straight back, what I have is a line that has perfectly bisected this. So this angle is exactly the same as this angle. All right. I think you should try it yourself. Remember, put extra sheets of paper underneath your piece of paper to ease the use of the compass. And make sure that the compass and the lead are firm, or the point and the lead are firm, so that your circles and your radii stay the same length. Okay, that's it.
This has been a Q Diggity production.